welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of my new bed cover. This guy, I used to have a backflip G2, worked great for 7 years. The only thing I didn't like about the backflip was that when it was all the way up, when you rolled it all the way up, you couldn't see out of the back window. Small price to pay, especially when you have big toe mirrors like I do. Didn't really end up being too much of a problem, especially with this backup camera here. So ended up getting a new bed cover, not the backflip, just because I was curious to see what else was out there. I had seen a lot of the roll-up covers, didn't want to have that canister permanently down in there that would hold the cover as it rolls up. So I was searching on YouTube, found a whole bunch of stuff, and decided to check out this new cover that I had never heard of before. It was called Peragon. Full disclosure, they're not paying me for any of this. But what I want to do is go through some of the pros, some of the cons, and right out of the gate, first thing I'll say is this cover won't be for everybody. Probably won't even be for most people. So I guess we'll just get right into it, go through the pros and the cons, and you can figure out for yourself. As far as security and bed covers go, this is one of the most secure that I've seen. So if your paramount priorities are look good and be safe, this is probably the cover for you. Some of the cons now that, for me, kind of an issue. I'm not really sure how I like it. I might be switching back to the backflip type covers here shortly, just because of these. Waterproof? No. Backflip waterproof? No. But much more so than this. What am I talking about? The backflip had a, well, I'll show you here in just a sec. Okay, we've come around to the first sort of con, not really being waterproof. The backflip had a little flange that overlapped the tailgate here. Because of that flange being in place, you always had to lift the cover up before shutting the tailgate. Pro for this guy, you don't have to do that. You can just open and shut the tailgate with the bed cover here. However, water will get in here, especially if you're parked sort of nose down. It'll leak down towards the front end of the truck. So pro and con there, just give and take. You don't always get everything, but you know, it is fairly waterproof. The only thing I've noticed is that because this cover accordions up, when it does, you know, these guys aren't connected. There's just a rubber seal in here, but water will leak in between these two edges of these pieces here. The backflip was sort of one piece. It was all connected, and it was much more waterproof on the top. This guy, you might notice a couple of drips in the bed during a heavy rain. So for me, I guess that's the first con. Second con, when it is folded up all the way at the front of the bed, I will go ahead and show you that here. Okay guys, we're up at the cab end of the bed, and this is sort of where the access to unlock and lock the bed cover is. They give you a nice little port here. Flip that guy up. 2 keys. Go ahead and put that in there. I believe it's lefty loosey, righty tighty, left to counterclockwise to unlock it. So unlock that guy. Flange back on top of the lock spot. Now to open the cover, instead of traditional way of doing so, you don't open it down there, you gotta push down with a medium firmness here, like so, and the cover will slide forward. And you'll see it like that. So that's the cover sliding forward, and you'll see here the illustration of my second con. It takes up some space. So if you have a bag anywhere in this vicinity, as far forward as, you know, probably where this piece of metal off there hangs down, this sort of corner bracket right here. If you have any sort of a bag or luggage in the way of that, this won't open and shut. So if you're driving, get to your destination 6-7 hours later, whatever it is, and it's dark, you get out, you gotta open up the bed cover. You can't, you have to slide in here and pull your luggage out one at a time. It kind of takes a while. Not the greatest, but again, you could put in like a bar, keep your luggage from sliding all the way forward. Again, that effectively shortens your bed, but easier than crawling in here. So that is how it operates. Go ahead and turn these bed lights off. If you want to see the video on how I installed the bed lights, feel free. It's link in my channel down below. I'm going to go ahead and shut the cover, crawl under here, and meet back up with you in a second to show you the deadbolt, which is another real absolute pro I like. While I'm in here, though, I will show you this sort of secondary smaller con. To get the cover to shut, you always have to use this strap, which is really long. I kind of wish they had maybe taken some time to engineer a better way to shut this. But you have to pull this long strap, and if it's, you know, all the way at the end of the bed, you got to crawl in here and grab it. But the actual, you know, method of pulling the strap isn't hard at all. You just give it a slight tug, and then once you get to about here, there is a gas strut shock way back at the cab end of the bed that will push it the rest of the way. So you just give it a quick pull, and the strut shock pops it into place. So like I said, I'm going to crawl back in there, and I'll meet you up once I'm in there and show you the locking mechanism. Alright guys, we are back under the truck. I'm going to try and talk in a way that keeps the echo down, but no promises. This is the bed cover shut. This is the deadbolt mechanism here. When we unlocked the bed cover where we were with the keys, that's sort of where this mechanism is. And if you buy the bed cover with the platinum package, I think it's their platinum package is what they call it, you get a deadbolt here, and then one that runs all the way to the other side. So in terms of security, you get two, you know, steel rods, and that's why I think this gets, you know, full marks in the security column. I haven't seen anything this secure. That strut shock that I mentioned that pushes the cover back into place is right here, and that pushes it back up here. If you are, you know, here, you can actually open the cover by pulling down on it at this spot and, you know, pulling against it. But again, do watch your head, because it will take up quite a bit of space when it folds up. So, you know, 10 out of 10 full marks for this guy, pro here. The other pro is it looks amazing. However, waterproof, I'd probably give it maybe a 5 out of 10. For comparison, if you have one, I'd give it backflip maybe an 8. Okay, just to recap, I wanted to go over pros and cons. So, all the pros: it is gorgeous to look at, really well made. It folds up all the way, and it still allows you to see out of the back window of the cab. It can come off completely, just a couple of minutes. A quick release allows you to use the entire bed for a really big, really tall load. Also, last pro, secure. 2 deadbolts. You can't really just fish it open with a hanger like you could with the backflip. Cons, though, not super waterproof, especially towards the tailgate end, and maybe in between the panels in some of the spots. It takes up space when you open it up, so if you have, you know, a full bed full of luggage, you can't really open it. You got to kind of climb in there. Last con, this is more of a personal thing for me. That strap just doesn't look super clean. It kind of hangs out in the bed, whether it's open or closed. If it's all the way open, like you see now, and you can't reach the strap from where you are at the end of the bed, you gotta kind of hop up in there, grab the strap. So this may or may not be for you. It looks amazing. If you want something that looks amazing and can come out pretty easily, this is definitely the cover for you. If you want something that's waterproof, you know, a lot more waterproof than what you might expect from, you know, the average cover, or something that opens up when you got a full bed without a whole lot of issue, then maybe not. Again, though, it looks great and operates pretty well, fairly easy to install by yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. I've had this cover for about maybe a month now, and pretty good. Don't mind it, but I also didn't mind the backflip, so go either way. If you like what you saw, subscribe, like the video. More to come always.